Hi Network Next Gen, welcome to my home. Come on in. My name is Jennifer Sucher. I am an interior designer in Chicago, and this is my Logan Square apartment. It's a 1.5 bedroom, 1 bath. It has everything I need, natural light, lots of space, and let me give you the tour. This is my living room. I spend lots of time here, especially during quarantine, on this CB2 sofa. I love the clean lines, and it's super comfortable. I have this pair of Springer style laminate side tables. It is from a local Chicago vendor, Doma by Doma. I love the blush color. I love the interesting shape. These lamps from my Nana and my Papa, they were passed down to me. I love the zinc and the brass. They mean a lot to me. This piece is a large-scale photo of Hearst Castle in California. I love the symmetry in it, and I love how the depth of the photo really makes a small space feel big. This is one of my most recent finds. I found it at an estate sale just down the street. I love that it has this plaster look to it, but it's actually super lightweight, so I was able to carry it under my arm on my way out. And it was $20, so couldn't beat it. Here is the coffee table. It is actually Nate Berkus for Target. It has an 80s vibe to it. I love the black mirror with the brass. And then layered on it, I have some pieces I've thrifted. So this is from the Lincoln Antique Mall. This is a game from Peak Stuff Vintage, also in Chicago. And then this was thrifted actually at Village Discount. Over here, I have this triangle table from Dial M for Modern. It's actually a set of 3. I have the other 2 stashed away for later on when I get a bigger place, but for now, this one is serving me really well right here. And then this is actually a little ashtray from my Nana as well. This is the bedroom. One of my quarantine projects was painting almost all of the rooms in my apartment. This being the first one. This is Backwoods by Benjamin Moore. It felt very cozy and very much like me. Another quarantine project was actually these pieces of artwork. I happen to have some string, so I decided to create some silhouettes on the canvas with some glue. And then over here, I have this amazing chair, also from Dial M. It was a piece that I looked at a year earlier, and then it went on sale, and I just couldn't say no, so I snatched it up. This was also from Dial M. It was at their warehouse sale, and it had a sticker on it that said free, and I just decided to take it with me with some other purchases. I had this custom lampshade made for it from an Etsy vendor called Cruel Mountain. These baskets are just from my parents' house growing up. And then over here, these are some custom pillowcases I had made also from an Etsy vendor. I love the velvet and the fringe. Thought it gave it a little bit of something extra. This fabric is also hand blocked from India, also from an Etsy vendor. This dresser is actually 90s Baker, and it was in my parents' house growing up. I love the brass hardware, and I love just the fun, funky details on the side. I decided to stack some hats just to bring the eye up. I styled some faux stems just for a little punch of color, and I got this little skull from Randolph Flea Market in West Loop. Even though TVs are not something we want to draw attention to, it gives it a little nice vignette right here. This is my breakfast room / office. This was a quarantine home glow up. It was originally just a bunch of old furniture that I'd collected over the years, and I knew I'd be spending a lot more time in here. I started with this sofa. I loved the blush color, and I went back and forth for weeks on the paint color that I thought would balance out the femininity of this sofa, and I landed on this Antique Brass by Benjamin Moore. It's kind of a funky color, reminiscent of the 70s, but that's what I love about it. This is a painting also I did over quarantine. I used some of my house paints, some acrylics, and I just wanted to tie the whole palette together. These chairs are from a Instagram dealer for vintage furniture. I reached out to them looking specifically for cane dining chairs, and these are what he sent me, and I love them. They actually fold, which is really great for small apartment living. Not only is this my office/breakfast room, but it's also my gym. This was a quarantine purchase as well. Hey, you have to make space for these things. This is the kitchen. I decided to put some peel and stick wall covering, which is really great for a rental apartment. I had this custom colored from an Etsy vendor. Over here I have another print, also from Etsy. I love the colors and how they tied everything together. And I do love to cook, so I spend a lot of time in here. And these are just some of my favorite cookbooks. Love and Lemons is great, and Jerusalem are some of my favorites. This acts as kind of my foyer/catch-all/kitchen storage. I love this piece. It is an Instagram find from an Instagram only vendor, and I love it because it has sort of an Ed Wormley aesthetic mixed with sort of that Dorothy Draper scallop edge. My other favorite part about this piece is the function of the storage, and it holds all of my sunglasses and little things here. Up top I have a collection of prints. These block printed knives are from a gallery in Berlin. I went to visit with my sister, and they had an interactive table where you could create your own block prints based off of what was in the gallery. So I carried that home with me, and it's really special to me. This is the bathroom/powder room. I decided to paint the walls pink. I wanted something really bright and cheery, and I liked how contained it was, and just like a nice surprise when you walk in. All the tile is original on the floor, new tile in the shower. This is a portrait that I actually purchased from Lauren Svenstrup of Studio Sven. It's one of my new favorite pieces, and I just love how sophisticated she is. To top this off, I put a hat on top. I just wanted something that continued to bring the eye up, and it's also a great storage solution for a big hat. Here I have this shower curtain. I liked being able to see through it. It's actually from IKEA. It was a drapery panel that I had in an apartment almost a decade ago. I just thought it was really fun and playful, and a really nice way to repurpose something that I already had. All right, that's all we got for now. Thank you for coming.